Good morning and thanks for watching FSC TV. Alongside John Kristovich, I'm Kenzie Council. Today we cover a campus event aiming to showcase student talent, monuments honoring 2 local veteran groups, and Nintendo sales dropping after a pandemic boost. Only on the Weekly at 10, which starts right now.
From Studio A on the campus of Florida Southern College, this is FSC TV.
The second installment of the FSC Coral, Fire, and Water series is firing up Branscombe Auditorium Tuesday evening. As part of their multi-part event, Part 2 further focuses on exploring aspects of each of those elements through music originating from countries and styles throughout various cultures. Tickets for the 7:30 performance are free for Florida Southern students, faculty, and staff, but the performance will also be live-streamed via the Festival of Fine Arts YouTube channel.
The Center for Student Involvement and Florida Southern's Counseling Center are looking to integrate the Florida Southern community into their upcoming collaboration event. Student musicians, poets, and visual artists are being given the opportunity to share their work at Creativity Night, an evening dedicated to highlighting campus talents. The event will take place on Monday, November 22nd from 5:30 to 7 p.m., but interested parties must apply to be included in the showcase. Those applications must be submitted by this Friday, as limited spots are available. The link can be accessed via the CSI Instagram or on Engage. It is now time for your Southern Spotlight. Before we end your Florida Southern news until our daily 2-minute show airs at noon. This week, SGA highlights an upcoming ACE event for the campus community and resources available for student organizations.
Hey Mocs, and welcome back to another Southern Spotlight. I'm your host, Gretchen Faraci, bringing you the news on all things SGA. Thank you so much to all of you that attended our town hall event on Tuesday. All of us at SGA are incredibly thankful to have a student body that cares as much as each of you. Saturday, November 13th at 7 p.m., the Association of Campus Entertainment Southern Sound presents Live on the Green. Join us for a fun-filled concert experience featuring Public and Olivia Looney. Make sure to bring your own blanket and be ready for more fun from ACE. It is now my pleasure to welcome our SGA Vice President of Finance, Carter Webb, to bring you the news on our upcoming farmers market, as well as grant opportunities for your organization.
Hey Mocs, make sure to come out to your next farmers market on Wednesday, November 17th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in Winnie's Bistro. Remember that you can use your student meal plan to purchase from the farmers market. Additionally, grants are live and all SGA clubs and organizations are eligible for an operational, event, or travel grant.
Thank you, Carter. That's all we have for you this time, Mocs. May the Mocs be with you.
The soccer season has come and gone as the men's team lost in heartbreaking fashion on Monday night in the first round of the Sunshine State Conference Tournament. The team was able to qualify for the playoffs with clutch wins down the stretch against Embry-Riddle and St. Leo, but ultimately lost 3-0 on the road at Nova Southeastern. The women finished the year on Sunday in a 1-0 loss to Rollins with a record of 5-9-2. Led by Jenny Staten, they'll look to improve next year with a younger team. And in volleyball news, the Mocs saw their 4-game win streak come to a grinding halt on Friday against Palm Beach Atlantic, followed by another 4-set loss to Lynn the next day. The team was most recently ranked 7th in the region by the NCAA, which would have been enough for the Mocs to qualify for the national tournament, but after a tough loss against the Tampa Spartans on Tuesday night, the Mocs' playoff hopes are up in the air. The team's back in action tonight at Nova Southeastern. And finally, our first basketball news of the year as the conference released preseason rankings prior to the first games this Friday. On the men's side, the team was picked to finish 4th out of 11 teams, with Nova Southeastern picked to win it all. On the national scale, Florida Southern is currently ranked 23rd in the country by the National Association of Basketball Coaches. On the women's side, the team is picked to finish 2nd in the conference behind only the University of Tampa. Their first match will be this Friday against Lee University in Cleveland, Tennessee. For more Florida Southern athletics news, head to fscmocs.com.
4 organizations are honoring veterans that live in the Lakeland and surrounding Polk County communities this Veterans Day. Veterans Memorial Park, west of the RP Funding Center, is gaining 2 new monuments to further pay homage to the war efforts from 2 veteran groups, the African American Buffalo Soldiers, who camped around Lake Wire in 1898, and Polk County's African American World War II soldiers. The bronze public art sculpture commemorating the Spanish-American War, appropriately named Friends of Freedom, is a partnership between Platform Art Incorporated and the Florida Veterans Council. The two organizations hope that the piece, set to be released in spring 2022, will serve as a rich educational component for Lakeland's younger generations. The second addition to the park was unveiled in a pre-Veterans Day ceremony Saturday. The monument, sponsored by the Polk County Veterans Council and Lakeland chapter of the NAACP, recognizes those who served in combat or support services both in the U.S. and overseas. A handful of resident veterans that serve in leadership roles throughout the community are listed on the new monument.
A popular dining venue in downtown Lakeland received approval from city commissioners to purchase the adjoining land parcel for expansion purposes. The local developer and owner of the Joinery's property approached the city with an offer for the land, which was approved in a 6-to-1 vote in a city commission meeting last week. The Joinery expansion will be known as The Shed and will add an early hour coffee shop as well as a full-service restaurant in an attempt to accommodate popular patron requests. The expansion also plans to add additional parking, estimating 25 to 28 new spots. A construction date has yet to be announced.
A legislative effort is taking flight to replace Florida's state bird with one that is so-called more identifiable as distinctly Floridian. St. Petersburg senator wrote the legislation that may strip the mockingbird of its honorary title. The gray and white mockingbird, celebrated in literature and music, has been Florida's state bird since 1927 and currently holds the title in 4 other U.S. states. Suggestions for the mockingbird's successor include the Florida scrubjay, flamingo, osprey, and the rosette spoonbill. Others joke that the title should be given to the construction crane. Support and opposition for the bill is across the board, but one executive director of a bird and environment conservation efforts says any debate is a good thing if it raises consciousness about habitat and water quality topics.
A crowd-surging incident at Travis Scott's Astroworld Music Festival on Friday night in Houston, Texas led to the deaths of 8 attendees and left up to 300 others injured. Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner shared some information on the victims in a news conference Saturday evening, including the age of the event's youngest victim at 14 years old. At least 25 people were transported to the hospital, and of those individuals, 13 remained hospitalized Saturday afternoon, 5 of which are under 18. The investigation is still ongoing as more details surrounding the massive surge are being revealed. Videos and surviving participants' experiences are being circulated over social media, calling public and media attention to concert environments.
The Japanese video game maker behind the Super Mario and Pokemon games saw profits drop in the first half of its fiscal year. Nintendo reported the company's fiscal half sales dropped 19%. The report comes after Nintendo saw a boost from the pandemic as one of the global companies providing at-home entertainment, as well as strong sales of its game Animal Crossing in the April to September period of the last fiscal year. A shortage of computer chips is hurting production of the Nintendo Switch consoles, causing the video game manufacturer to look elsewhere for sales. Nintendo said they're relying on its collaboration with a U.S. software company in the development of a new mobile game. Despite this and projected year-end holiday sales, Nintendo expects fiscal year profits to be down a total of 27%.
On Friday, Congress handed President Joe Biden a key policy victory by passing his bipartisan infrastructure proposal. The president is expected to sign the measure when he arrives back to the White House. Although 6 progressives voted against the bill, 13 moderate Republicans supported it, allowing for its passage. This package, which costs over $1 trillion, will provide greater access to transportation and broadband. Congressional Democrats will now turn their focus to enacting an amended version of the Build Back Better plan. We briefly covered this bill from the administration in last week's episode. The president and the Democratic Party are hoping that these policies will influence voters, since the recent Republican upset in Virginia reflected widespread opposition to the current administration. That's all we've got for you this week. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next Thursday at 10 for our final show of the semester.